So spring has ended over here in the Surrogate's kitchen, and there is one thing that we have in abundance here in our garden, and that is peppers. We are drowning in peppers and we have absolutely nothing left to do with them. So we are going to try out something new, and we are going to be trying to make habanero jelly. We haven't actually made anything preserved before, so we are going to do our best to try and avoid botulism and dying. I think we're also going to have to make bread or bagels or something to eat all this on, but first step here now is we are going to stem, seed, and chop all of these peppers. So we have here in our basket mostly habaneros, but we've got a couple baby jalapenos and a couple Thai chilies as well. Not really sure if that's going to influence the flavor profile much, but I guess we'll find out. I am also going to be wearing a glove because we've been through a drought, so these are probably going to be some extremely spicy peppers. Starting to look a little bit like a worrying amount of peppers. It was starting to burn the old lungs a bit, but now that we've got that prepped, we can move on. So while I was prepping the peppers, I had simmered these two mason jars for about 15 minutes. Now the total volume of this, I'm hoping will be about 1 liter. That should give me enough to fill up both. I think this was about 8 or 9 habaneros, 2 baby jalapenos, and 3 Thai peppers in all. To that, we're going to add 2/3 cup of cider vinegar, a ½ teaspoon of butter for reasons I do not at all understand, an absolutely staggering amount of sugar. This is 667 grams, or about 3 1/3 cups. That's enough to make like a pitcher of Kool-Aid. To this, I am adding 3 tablespoons of dried pectin. Almost every recipe I could find required liquid pectin, so perhaps keep that in mind if you try to make this yourself. Just gonna give this a quick stir, and then we are setting it on medium heat, and now we're just gonna let that sit until it comes to a boil. I am a little bit concerned though about one time I made chili powder in like a tight apartment complex with all the windows closed in the middle of winter, and I did quite severely burn my lungs. Having learned from that lesson, I do have the windows open, but I am a bit scared. It's not strongly encouraged, but I am kind of worried that it's so gray. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of this. Oh, that's more than I meant. Oh my, that looks terrible. That looks like blood. I was going for orange, but this seems more pink. It is important to know that most of the decisions I make in the kitchen are very stupid, and they have no real basis in any sort of training or expertise. My motto is, and always has been, learning through constant failure. So now that we have this at a boil, we are going to continue to go, and we're going to go for about 15 to 18 minutes. It is really important to keep stirring though, because this boils over fast. If I stop stirring for a second, it's going to overflow. This is really boring. While this continues to cook, we've got about 7 minutes left. I'm just going to heat our water bath back up so that it's ready to boil the jars after we're done filling them. I did boil them in the beginning to sterilize them. I'm just going to boil them again now to really make sure that we don't die from this. You can't be overly careful, I think, when home sterilizing. Our time is almost up, so I just wanted to go over some of our sterilized equipment. I've got 2 300 milliliter mason jars, a funnel, and then our ladle. As soon as our 15 minutes are up, I'm going to ladle as much as I can into the jars, trying to leave about a 1/4 inch lip there at the top. And then we will be boiling them again for about 10 minutes. If this does only fill 1 jar, I am okay with that, just because I don't know how much of this I could possibly eat, and I don't think I know anybody who would want to take this from us. Now with clean hands, I'm going to seal the jars. Ouch! more carefully than I was. And now let's see if we can get them into the water bath without permanently injuring ourselves. So we are just gonna let that go for 10 minutes. I'm trying to eat a snack during this, and it's all just spicy vinegar fumes, the entire house. These are delicious though. So our time is up, and these are ready to pull. They kind of just still look the same. But we're gonna be able to tell if it's any good in 1 to 7 days because this has to set. Apparently that can depend on a lot of different factors, and it's only if we're actually lucky enough to have done it right the first time. So we will see you again once. Oh, I just heard the lids pop in. But as soon as that's ready, we are gonna be here tasting it, and hopefully we've got a little something to eat it on too. See you then. So here we are at the pepper jelly tasting. And we've got a little bit of a spread put together here. We've got the jelly straight, we've got the jelly mixed with some cream cheese, we've got some various peppers, the last tomato of our garden, we've got the last carrot of our garden glazed in the pepper jelly and roasted. We've got crackers with cheddar Gruyere and a bit of the pepper jelly, and then we've got a blueberry bagel with cream cheese and the pepper jelly. One thing I would note though is that I took this jelly from the small jar, which did not set nearly as firmly. This guy here, steady as a rock. That is just gelatin there. This one though, it's far goopier, and you can see it's kind of just dribbled everywhere all over the plate. A little unappetizing looking, I would say.
Just a little. It kind of just looks like slime on a plate.
Just kind of looks like slime on a plate. Let's try it. Let's try it straight. I have no idea how spicy this is going to be because there are 2 mistakes I have made. I did not blend these peppers before I made the jelly, and then I also. Does this look like a natural color? Because it's not.
Were you supposed to color it?
No, but I did.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a little piece of pepper there.
What was the natural color?
I don't know if it's because I got the pepper in there. I keep swallowing it.
It's sweeter than I'd like it to be, but I'm gonna try one of these crackers.
It is dribbling everywhere.
Well, mostly the cheese. I could do with or without this pepper.
Heat's a lot more subtle, a lot slower of a build. I think you really do need that fat to help cut through that, help balance it out a little.
Cheers.
You want to take a bite of this carrot? This is the habanero jelly roasted baby carrot that we got from the garden.
I don't taste it at all.
I don't taste it at all. Just seems like a soft carrot. Blueberry bagel with a cream cheese smear and a little bit of pepper jelly.
I don't like that.
That's a weird combination of flavors.
Why didn't you get a plain bagel?
Ooh, I thought the peppers and blueberries might be an interesting combination. And they are. I don't hate this. I do wish that I had used the firmer jelly though, because it's so wet and sticky that's a little unpleasant.
This is pretty good. What is this?
That's basically the same thing. It's cream cheese mixed with pepper jelly.
The blueberry makes it weird. Jalapeno in the pepper jelly.
Jalapeno business.
Oh, good. Pretty good.
It's not a spicy pepper. I'm gonna try. These are the Thai bird's eye peppers.
This is so good.
That's the heirloom tomato. Are you ready to get through an entire jar of this?
I can give it away as gifts.
So which of these were your favorite?
The cheese. Maybe that's because I like cheese.
I think my favorite was on the bagel. Do you think this would be good if we had like carrots, bell pepper, dip into the cream cheese dip?
Maybe sour cream dip.
Well, thank you for joining us, guys. This was another thrilling adventure here on Surrokeets.
Oh, we try everything.
The good and the often pretty mediocre. Make sure to like and subscribe and join us every Wednesday and Sunday for more content. Bye.